Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. Welcome back to some more Empire Total War Darthmod. We're playing as Great Britain, and in today's episode, the Mughal Empire has attacked the Marathan Confederacy army, and we're nearby to save them. Now, tactically, in this battle, I'm so excited because, obviously, as you see with the Mughals, they've got a lot of with the Marathans, they've got a line infantry. Same with the Mughals, they've got some fantastic line infantry. They've only got two lots of swordsmen, which is obviously quite different for a Mughal army. However, if you look at my army that's in the reinforcement range, it's full stack of cavalry. So hopefully we can get the Marathans to hold the ranks against the Mughals, and we'll swing around and hit them from behind with this full stack of cavalry. My reinforcing army, we do have a couple with the Royal Irish Regiment, the Scottish Highlander Independent Regiment, and then some more cavalry. But like I said, tactically sound, this battle is going to be absolutely fantastic. The Mughals do have, obviously, Hindustan, which is being besieged. And they have another territory to the left just here. But let's fight this battle here today. Currently, what's happening in the campaign, just to catch you guys up, we've currently got I think maybe 6 or 5, roughly, stacks in India. We're pushing against the Mughals. Once we've finished off with them, we'll push against Punjab, and then we'll push against the Afghanistan factions in northern India and the Middle East. Currently in Europe, not too much is happening. We're kind of in a time of peace. I'm quite actually on very good terms with all the major factions, even the ones I'm not allied with. So, in saying that, still there is a huge war going on between the Dutch, the Austrians, the Russians, the Swedish, obviously this is a separate war now that I'm talking about, and the Ottomans. So Russia's been attacked quite heavily. Oh, I can't deploy them. So I want to have 2 standing armies, obviously one at Paris and one at London. My reinforcements have arrived. Will take a while for us to come in, but let's just hope the Marathans can hold off. Also, what's happening is in the Americas, I currently have 3 full armies pushing against the Cherokee nations. We just recently took Florida once the Cherokee took it from the Spanish. Also, what else has happened? Currently have 3 full stacks there, and then I have another being recruited in Canada. But we're going to get my general just to hold while these guys can flank over on this this flank here. We need to get everyone in here. So there's their swordsman on this flank. Let's just hope. Oh, okay. So there's a bit of a skirmish going on here. The Marathans are fighting the Mughals. Now, roughly, we're currently sitting on 30 territories. We need 65. So at the moment, I'm going to try to pick apart these small factions. Once we've finished with the Mughals and the Cherokee, I'm kind of waiting for one of my allies to attack another ally. That's what's probably going to happen. Let's hope so, instead of breaking my alliances. Right, so I want to break these guys up into, I think, groups of 4 is probably the best idea. Just so I can easily see. But I want to... Maybe I should hit them now. Start getting in there and just trying to bring them down. Maybe swing those guys further around. So we do have a lot of cavalry here. Holy shit. I might spread these 4 just on this far flank. Double time. We're basically like the Rohirrim. For king and country. Holy shit. Fantastic. Obviously don't want to get into a too big of a... I also somewhat don't want to be grouped because then they kind of stay there. They kind of get locked in a formation. Come on, men. Let's swing around. Try to hit them. We're gonna get swamped down here if we're not careful. Alright, my reinforcements are pushing on this side. Holy shit, though. This is fantastic, this army. Also got the native cavalry. They know the way of this land more than we ever will. Okay, charge in. Let's go over and help them. It'll be interesting to see how many men we actually lose. Obviously, this is just... crazy. Brave men. The British are coming, the British are coming. And we're just absolutely going ham. Probably before this plan instead of pushing straight through. But yeah, hit the gap here. Oh, guys, if you are enjoying this battle, please leave a like. I'd really much appreciate it. It's a great way to let me know if you are still enjoying it. But this is a crazy battle, if I do say so myself. Just running them down. I've also kind of got to watch out for just units getting swamped down into melee, because obviously they haven't got the best melee. The thing about cavalry is you keep on charging with them in and out to try and break them. Ah, their elephants are going to be a problem. Maybe we should send this to basically go fight them. We'll get a huge line charge against the elephants if we can. Hang on. That would be awesome. Rally up. We basically won the battle at this point in time. But a huge charge if we can rally up. Form the line! Reform the line! We're actually about to turn into Lord of the Rings. Reform the line! Reform the line! Come on, men! Get ready! I might go with slow motion once the line's been reformed. Where's King Theoden? Reform the line! The molecules stand before us! Smaller! Right, we reform the line. He's gonna have to do charge. Na, 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 na. For their anger. Ah. That copyrighted music. I wonder if we get some slow motion. Dun 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 dun. I don't want to turn into Spartacus. I love these sound effects. 60. Yeah. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. I don't know how we're going to go against the elephants here, though. Come on, brave men of the Riddermark. Oh, that's awesome. I would... Oh, God. This is probably one of my favourite battles. I've actually been enjoying... Well, I think Empire is really quite enjoyable. It's quite satisfying, especially this. Holy fuck. Let's continue, because there's actually some pretty decent quality units here, and we actually have the means to pretty much run down every unit, because there are some decent quality units here. I nearly can give a cavalry unit... Oh, that's really gone. What about on this side here? Because there are some, like I said, there are some decent quality units. The more I can run down, the better. Oh, they're allied elephants. I was gonna say, holy fuck, but this worked. This really did. Obviously, this was one of the very few Mughal armies that actually didn't have melee infantry, but it worked quite well. Obviously, the Marathans holding... No, they didn't really hold the line that much. It would have been awesome if it was like, obviously, my British sort of style line infantry battle. But a solid victory. One of my favourite ones of the campaign. No, I quite like the other one against the Mughals as well. I've just had some really tactically awesome battles and unique ones. But we'll just run them down. Even my general's getting in here. Fantastic. I think those bastards have escaped. Come on, charge. Native Indian cavalry. They actually don't look too bad. A close victory? Are you serious? That's a bit... I don't agree with that. We did have 2 full stacks in reinforcements, even if the Marathans did fall. How many men did I lose, though? That's the thing. I'm not entirely sure. Ah, lost. Yeah, I hardly lost. Just quickly looking that up, like that, it might be 400 to 300 men lost. That's, like... nothing. However, they did probably lose more than me. Solid victory, if I do say so myself. But like I said, I feel like we might actually have to go to war with a major faction to hit our victory conditions. Which, I don't know who it would be, but... yeah. Still continuing to push into India. I'll be able to show you like where my armies are on the campaign map. Awesome battle during the end turn phase. Really rapt about that one. It was fantastic. I love how it turned into Lord of the Rings at the end somewhat. The Pelennor Fields. Okay. Fleet arise. Ah, yes. I had some spare ships that I wanted to send to the East Indies. I want to obviously strengthen up my trade nodes. Okay, let's have a look at India now. Still not overly too happy. I want to recruit some more colonial infantry. But we have a lot of... What? Why is the Native Americans here? Oh, for fuck's sake. I was going to push for that territory. They've obviously swapped it. Now, does that mean there's a Mughal? Yep. There's a Mughal territory here in Detroit. Well, I was going to send... I had an army here going down. It looks like we're going to be pushing upon Detroit as quickly as possible to try and take it. Oh, that gives us the opportunity to take Detroit, I guess. Okay, move this army here. So, I have 4 full stacks in the Americas. Right, the Cherokee nations have been raiding me a little bit, but we should be able to push here. There's a full stack there. I'm just trying to see what we're better to attack first. What's my best army? Paul Butterfield. Alright, let's continue. This is actually going to be a huge battle because of those reinforcements. I might do that in the next part, so you guys are going to be looking forward to that. Onto a save. Right, let's go back to Europe for the minute. Right, what are we working with here? Full stack. This is, like I said, this is probably going to be my basic standing army. I want 2 full stacks in Europe at all times, just in case war breaks out. Because I have a feeling it might. The Swedish attacking Copenhagen. Obviously, we've got Norway. One, two, three, four, five, and then the cavalry. 5 stacks. Can we actually get there? Yeah, we can. However, I obviously don't want to... I want that territory for myself, so... I will just push to the border. I don't want to be reinforcing. I want them to lose so I can take that territory. So we have a lot of armies here. Probably more than what we needed. However, I don't know how big the armies in Afghanistan are going to be. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 unit that's cavalry. Technologies wise, we're slowly going through it. Where's my... 3 more turns until we get the steam engine, which we've been bloody waiting for ages, because this is obviously going to upgrade my sugar, my mines, and we're basically... I wouldn't be surprised if we double our economy because of just that technology. I probably could have negotiated with some other factions. I might actually try to take some technology, seeing as we have an obscure amount of money. We don't really know where to spend it. I guess we continue to build more armies, but let's have a look. Who's my favourite sort of faction that they love me? Probably the United Provinces. What technologies do you have that I don't? Line infantry doctrine. Seed planting drill. They might be good. See if we can offer them some money for it. 5,000? I see no benefit. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah. Well, there goes that attempt. Okay. Europe-wise, still probably should continue to just recruit more armies in Europe if we can. Maybe I should have 3 standing armies. Maybe it's Strasbourg on the border here. Because obviously I have a lot of territories stretching from Northern Africa to Norway to Scotland. Yeah, we'll continue to recruit more armies. We have the money, we have the economy, so I don't really see why not. So we'll build another army, so we'll want 3 there. 4. I usually go 4, then the rest line infantry. Right, ships wise, we are building... I probably should actually put it into fleet more, so we can get some huge fleets. Obviously, we'll be able to get that even better. Oh, no, we have the golden... Oh, my God. Global trading. That's going to help us a lot. Well, let's upgrade our trading nodes. Stop recruiting the ships, then. Somewhat. Let's start upgrading our trading ports if we can. We haven't really got enough money. Right, well, I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching if you watched all the way through. I really do appreciate it. Please leave a like to support this series and my channel. And subscribe if you haven't already to keep up to date with this Great Britain campaign and future uploads on my channel. We're going to be pushing against the last of the Mughals. Once we're done with that, we'll push up against Punjab. Oh, wow, they have a lot of melee infantry. They're most likely against Afghanistan, taking Kabul and Kashmir, while keeping a strong presence at France and London, and pushing against the Native American factions. So that's what we're going to be doing over the next couple of parts. Stay tuned for more content on Simpzy Total War.